This is a brand new generation of aircraft launched by Boeing and gave him a beautiful name. It's called the Boeing 787 Dreamliner. This is the key to the Dreamliner. This was the first flight on December 15, 2009. Until June 12, 2025. A Boeing 7878 aircraft of Air India. From Gujarat, it crashed shortly after takeoff from Patel International Airport. From first flight to first fall, the Dreamliner has passed safely. 15 years, it claims to be lighter than all previous models. Faster and easier to operate. His engine is more innovative, stronger and quieter. They burn less fuel. The cockpit has also been redesigned, drawing on state-of-the-art military technology. Unique wing design. The in-flight Wi-Fi is as smooth as at your home. Based on satellite-based technology implementation. Another innovation with extra-large windows. Amazing invention. Allow it to freely control the incoming sunlight. The main body of this aircraft is made of carbon fiber. This is true at Boeing and around the world. It's a first. Boeing brings in the world's top suppliers. Assemble thousands of components. Even the return flight of Airbus home. I couldn't help but buy a lot of Dreamliners. Next, take a look at Air France's first Boeing 787. The whole process from purchase to official commercial flight. Dreamliner. It is the first ultra-long-range aircraft in the history of world aviation. Medium airliner. How do mechanics perform maintenance operations? How do pilots evaluate this technological product? The flight attendant will reveal the secrets of this aircraft. The safety system of the new aircraft. Seattle is Boeing's first city. In 1916, William Boeing in Washington State, USA. The city of Cha to establish specific airlines. Product company. Then it was renamed Boeing. This is the birthplace of Boeing. Witness Boeing's rise from a small company. Gradually develop into global giants in the aerospace industry. Today, the airline giant's annual revenue heading towards $100 billion. It can be said that all corners of the world, there are Boeing aircraft. Today, Air France team arrives at Everett dedicated airport. A brand new Boeing is parked on the tarmac. 787 Dreamliner. This is also Boeing's 787, but he was the first 787 to enter the French fleet. It's a revolution, it is a step change. In the industry like we've never seen before, many innovations. Many novel things that we have done with this airplane. For the passenger, for the airline, for the environment of this aircraft. Smaller than an Airbus A380 or Boeing 777. But like them, able to reach extremely distant destinations. Therefore, 787. Allow airlines. Open up long-haul routes that were previously impossible. With this Dreamliner, airlines at the lowest cost. Fly the farthest distance. Make more money. Its aerodynamic design and lightweight characteristics gives him amazing mobility. The Boeing 787 has undergone more than 5 years of research and development, reached the industry-leading level. Based on base model, Boeing produced several versions of the 787, including 7,878 models, Type 7,879, Type 7,870. The difference between them is the length of the fuselage is different. Increase the fuselage length by about 6 meters between each model. The largest one can accommodate 330 passengers. The other model which is 6 meters shorter, can accommodate 290 passengers. The smallest 7,878 can accommodate 242 passengers. Air France has selected the Type 9 version for its first aircraft. The Dreamliner is 63 meters long, 60 meters, but can fly 15,750 kilometers directly. That's almost 3 flights from Paris to New York. But before the Air France team flew the 787, you need to complete a transfer procedure first. The base price for Air France to purchase this aircraft is $230 million. In this room, the return flight was approved for the transfer. 5 minutes later, after the broadcast company representative confirms receipt of the payment, both parties officially complete the sales contract. The amount of this contract, equivalent to 1,500 Porsche luxury models. From this moment on, the plane is legally owned by a French company. Now Boeing represents a symbolic handover of Boeing. Key to 787. 2 hours later, French crew boards 787 for takeoff. The flight to Paris takes 9 hours. Today is called transition flight. Strictly limited to Air France team members, including specially trained pilots, supervisors, and project owners. The engine power of an airplane is amazing. If one of the 2 engines, it suddenly broke during flight. Another, able to function independently for more than 5 hours. Although Boeing is a manufacturer, however, airlines can choose to install it, General Electric or Rolls-Royce engines. Air France for this aircraft selected the General Electric GNX engine. It is equipped with 18 carbon fiber blades. Greenhouse gas emissions could be reduced in 20 years. 77 million tons. It's stronger and lighter than its predecessor. Previous aluminum. It has been replaced by more durable composites. Each engine weighs 100 kilograms. Without losing a kilogram, that means saving hundreds of liters of fuel. This engine has another feature: reduced hydraulic and pneumatic systems significantly. At the same time, the bottom weight of the electrical system is increased, and it's been extensively tested. Like injecting thousands of liters of water, simulate a storm or soak track. Compared to the original aluminum material, new composites are less corrosive. In addition, the engine generates 15% less CO2 than the previous generation. Zigzag design on the back of the emissions engine. Make him quieter. Another advantage of the Boeing 787 Dreamliner, it's the aerodynamics. When I first saw the plane, the most striking thing is his extremely elegant design. Like a handsome man in the sky. Especially the wing shape. It looks a bit like a feather. Still like an Yuri soaring in the blue sky. This shape greatly enhances the vitality. One of the revolutionary elements of the wing is it bends up a little bit. Nearly 3.3 meters above the wing level. The new material for making wings is very soft. This is the design engineer, inspired by the shape of the eagle. Enter the interior of a Boeing 787 aircraft. Here's one between economy class, premium economy class between, and business class. There are also seats specially designed for premium economy class. The seat can be reclined at a 7-degree angle in one step, reach a wider 51 centimeters. The leg spacing from the front row has also increased by 5 centimeters. This allows passengers to sit on it and stretch their legs easily, developing this new premium economy class. It cost engineers thousands of man-hours. The innovation of the cockpit, mainly a head-up display. Direct interaction from fighter jets. Type transparent screen technology. He kept the captain from bowing his head. It's within sight. See most of the information you need to fly, especially the current latitude, track height, data such as speed and direction. And is not the only innovation in the cockpit. All screens, communication, and surveillance systems have been redesigned. High-definition electronics to locate aircraft in real time. Here is a map showing the route being followed. Swipe the screen to see the entire route of the flight. Generally speaking, long-range aircraft have never had fuel economy. This statement, but this brand new Boeing 787, make fuel efficiency an important consideration. The captain can see the average oil through the fuel gauge screen, fuel consumption and other information. Every engine in this aircraft consumes 2 tons of oil per hour. The total fuel consumption of the 2 engines is 4.4 tons. In comparison, the Boeing 777 consumes about 7 tons of fuel per hour. This means significant fuel savings every hour. Lower fuel consumption is due in part to aircraft weight. The Dreamliner is much lighter than its predecessor. This is due to the widespread use of composites. Mainly carbon fiber is used significantly throughout the fuselage. This is also a major innovation of the new generation of aircraft. This aircraft is more than 50% carbon fiber, 20% repeatedly, 15% in Thailand. This combination significantly degrades the quality of the aircraft, thereby reducing fuel consumption, such as the central cylinder of a jet engine, made of carbon fiber. Wing. The same goes for the negative wings and the central structure of the aircraft. There has never been an airplane in history using so many composites, passenger and baggage loads. Under the same circumstances, it has a similar cabin capacity to the Airbus A340, 20% lower fuel consumption. Another major advantage of carbon fiber is we're more than aluminum, much less than previous generations. The worst enemies are humidity and corrosion, and the fuselage made of composite materials. The cabin or main structure will not corrode. This decreases the maintenance cost of the aircraft and extend the service life. The typical life cycle of a metal aircraft is 25 to 30 years, and the basic structure of the composite fuselage, it can be easily used for 50 to 80 years. Easier to overhaul at the same time. Cheaper. Boeing 747 overhaul requires 40,000 man-hours, and the overhaul of the Boeing 787 Dreamliner, only 3,000 man-hours. Dreamliner, the most electric airplane ever built. Electrical system is increasingly replacing old machinery and hydraulics. This system can save some weight. Another innovation is each engine contains 2 generators. These generators supply power to the distribution unit. Electricity is used for radar, wing desing, cabin pressurization, and many other features. For security reasons, the electrical system of all Dreamliners have backup devices. At the same time, the wireless network coverage on the plane is another key to enhancing the passenger experience. The plane is equipped with an 11-inch large-size touchscreen. Passengers can use it for chat, app viewing, and more functions. Then in flight, how do you get a really fast internet connection? The engineer is installing this olive, ball-shaped hump device. It was the Boeing 787 Dreamliner. The key to connectivity in the air. On all Boeing 7,879 Dreamliners, all will be equipped with wireless internet. With it comes Wi-Fi. You can stay connected during the flight, send an email, or watch a movie online. It relies mainly on the antenna on the top of the plane. Provision of satellite connectivity. Data transmitted from ground antennas in satellites. The device is designed for Dreamliner passengers, provides uninterrupted network connectivity. However, If passengers want to access the internet wirelessly on board, it will cost an additional 5 to 20 euros. Because of this technology, significant investment in the aerospace sector is required. Each aircraft is equivalent to 500,000 euros. Boeing is investing billions of dollars in this. Use a rocket to launch a satellite, sent into orbit 36,000 kilometers above Earth. Boeing 787 Dreamliner, and a revolutionary window. This is a fan. The big windows I've never seen on any plane. These windows are 30% larger than ever before. But these windows are no ordinary windows. They are equipped with advanced technology. The so-called electric color system. The opacity of plexiglass can be adjusted, penetrate into the sun. The amount of light can be controlled with only a button. So seemingly ordinary glass. How to provide variable brightness. These technologies are full of future. Windows are made in this American factory. Gels are electrical conductors. Then we cut them into ellipses. Then pass the laser to ensure there are no defects. Finally, put the two windows together. Add a battery-changing fluid in the middle. It's a liquid that darkens in response to electrical impulses passed to create a completely dark environment on the plane. The blinds must be lowered. The windows of the Boeing 787 come in 5 different colors. Can transition from day to night. Another advantage of this new system is that flight attendants will not disturb passengers during the flight. To open or close the blinds. Crew, you decide how much light gets into the cabin. Through the podium screen, you can control all cabin windows. The aircraft is divided into 6 separate zones. They can choose these areas or the entire cabin. And select the window brightness level here. After a 9-hour flight, the first aircraft purchased by a French company, the 787, will land at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris. In front of the lobby facing the runway on the ground, dozens of airport employees, lots of journalists and aviation enthusiasts witness the arrival of the Dreamliner in France. When the new plane enters the airport, the christening ceremony was held by the fire department. Here we go. This Dreamliner will face a whole new set of challenges. He has to be ready to fly within 15 days. Go to Cairo. Can't stay a day longer. Because every grounded day wastes tens of thousands of euros. The day after landing at Charles de Gaulle Airport, 787 was taken to the airport's maintenance hangar. As a mechanic, they have, after months of specialized training, mainly to learn the maintenance techniques of the Dreamliner. 2 weeks later, the plane will fly non-stop on the first commercial flight. But what if something goes wrong? What should I do if the engine fails? Mechanics only have a few days to perfect. Master this new machine. At the same time, this Boeing, adapting to Air France's specific standards, especially in terms of security. This is the so-called post-delivery modification. Need to make it the same as Air France. The other aircraft in the fleet remain consistent. For example, using French air oxygen cylinders to replace Boeing's. According to regulations, every operation is recorded and checked twice. In the field of aviation, this is called duplicate confirmation, because even a new plane, anything can happen. When it was first put into use in 2011, Boeing had to recall and grounded multiple aircraft of this type. Engineers had to solve many technical problems. For example, the electric brake problem, new landing gear problem, engine starter problem, and the major problem of overheating aircraft batteries. Next, Air France. The crew is required to prepare for the emergency of the new aircraft. Do emergency training. This is where the crew trained. It's mounted on a giant hydraulic pump, the exact same emulator as the Dreamliner cabin. This stream emulator simulates possible accidents, storm, violent check, and blood-making emergency landing on the water on the rough sea. All of these scenarios are experienced by pilots. At the same time, it is necessary to simulate the response process of the cabin fire. You can only work if you get a certificate after training. Then, the trainer explains first aid equipment to the pilot, and that includes this giant slide. Subsequently, they go through a routine check before a test flight. This is also an important step to be done before each takeoff. If the past few months, everyone's training is just talk on paper. So today, for the first time, they will really take control of this, the brand new Dreamliner. This is also the first time an Air France team has flown a Boeing 787 Dreamliner. Usually, the pilot switched from one aircraft to another. It takes 2 months of training. Only after being fully familiar with the plane, to officially fly directly. In the cockpit, new crew. The response and power of the new aircraft need to be tested. You also need to go through the emulator. Do a lot of flight control practice. After 2 weeks of preparation, Air France's first Boeing 787 Dreamliner. Finally, the first commercial flight to Cairo. Fill up the tank 20 minutes before takeoff. Meanwhile, the crew arrived for the captain to do a final winding inspection. At the same time, passengers began to board the plane. The next two, ground crew helps the plane leave its docking position. Subsequently, they waved red seat belts at the pilots. Means everything is fine. Signal. The pilot starts the 787 and starts taxiing into the blue sky. All right. This is Air France's first Boeing 787 Dreamliner. The entire length of a commercial flight. From innovative engines to unique aerodynamic designs. From the intelligent cockpit to a lightweight and durable carbon fiber body. Upgrading windows from future technologies to a highly customized appearance. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner, the product of innovation. Just $230 million. You can have a dream plane. With the world's only private Boeing. Compared to the 787 Dreamliner, even first-class travel seems mundane. He's best described as a hotel in flight. The interior of this private Boeing 787, by experts in the field of aircraft and communication design. Pierre asked the design firm to jointly create covered dome ceiling, hardwood floors and handmade rugs. Boeing 787 Dreamliner VIP Edition, an epic VIP ride. Its value is not only reflected in the surprise of about $200 million price per person, it is a top luxury ceiling level and spacious cabin space. Maybe it's the Dreamliner, the most attractive selling point. The size of its cabin is astounding. The internal area is 257 square meters. It's bigger than most people's houses. Step into the cabin. The first thing that comes into view. It is a large seating area that can accommodate 16 people. The restaurant has a luxurious enough to be used as a day bed. Modern sofa. The dining area is divided into 2 large dining tables, split both sides of the fuselage. Imagine looking down at the clouds while enjoying a delicious in-flight meal. How pleasant. The 787 is also equipped for VIP guests. Master bedroom with private bathroom. There is a 42-inch TV inside, with dressing room and bathroom with shower. When the Maldives was famous for its underwater hotels, this oversized private jet, it brings the imagination of the Sky Hotel to life. In addition, there is a separate lounge area on board, compatible with traditional first-class seats, guaranteed both space and privacy. Ordinary commercial aircraft can accommodate 240 to 255 passengers, and he is only customized to carry 40 people. All equipment can be controlled with one click through the tablet. It's okay if you can't afford it. It is also available now. Renting this $200 million Boeing 787 Dreamliner, hourly rate $25,000 to $75,000. The latest model of the Boeing 787. Not just cutting-edge commercial aircraft, with unrivaled fuel economy and air travel. Famous for its flexibility, even if it doesn't come with a private luxury suite. A standard Boeing 787 ride experience. Also extremely. Step into this Dreamliner comfortably. It's like stepping into a luxury realm. Wooden paneled walls extend from the entrance to the main lounge area. Comfortable sofa and lounge chair. At-home warmth. Large salty windows fill the space with natural light. Modern elegance, but not ostentatious. The dining area is located behind the lounge area. 2 dining tables can be expanded to accommodate 6 people. It can also be kept small for office or conference use. Sofa facing the dining table. It can also be converted into 6 additional beds. Further ahead is the spacious guest suite. 18 fully reclining business class seats provide a comfortable space for accompanying personnel, and VIP guests can enjoy more than expected, exclusive elephant experience. Although other private jets also offer customization options, but very few models can be like the 787 VIP version. Make personalization the ultimate. He revolutionized the spatial logic of commercial aircraft. The commercial 787 can carry hundreds of people. The VIP version can only accommodate less than 40 people in the same space. All remaining space is used for entertainment or lounge areas. For the owner, the choice of facilities is almost limitless. Its interior, often mistaken for executive hotels or VIP lounges. It's no exaggeration to say, the 787 VIP version is the ultimate dream album. In terms of performance, it can fly directly to any corner of the world, maximum range of nearly 16,000 kilometers, with General Electric GNX, or Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 twin-engine configuration. It not only ensures the convenience of replacement, but also takes into account the economy. The cabin length is 42 meters. 5.5 meters wide is essentially for private VIP travel. Full-size aircraft customized for government or commercial missions. The most expensive or largest private jet in the world. It is the most luxurious model on the market today. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner is divided into 7,878 models. 7,879 types, 78,710 3 versions. 1 exhibition 60 meters. The fuselage length of different versions is 57 meters respectively, 63 meters, 68 meters. Cruising speed of Mach 0.85 is comparable to a high-speed business jet. It saves 20% more fuel than older airliners of the same size. The secret is that 50% of the fuselage is made of composite materials, significantly reduced weight, compared to the Boeing 777. The fuselage of the 787 consists of a single-piece copper body end-to-end. Connected components reduced 40,000 to 50,000 fasteners. Enhances both strength and cabin air pressure comfort. Its self-monitoring technology. Real-time transmission of aircraft health data to the ground. The new engine has contributed to a 1/3 increase in efficiency. J-Gens with Rolls-Royce Trent 1000. Uniform parallel start, traditional air intake drive, steering to electric drive, air conditioning start, and other systems. Make aircraft more electric. Both reduce weight and save energy.